Hello, little champion. It's nice having you here again. The topic for today's lesson is Jesus' power over diseases. Jesus has power to heal any kind of sickness. That is what he did while he was here on earth. Last week, we saw how Jesus demonstrated his power over natural forces by walking on the sea. Now we are going to take a look at some stories from the Bible where Jesus demonstrated his power over diseases. And the first story we will be taking a look at is about a sick man at the pool of Bethesda. One day, Jesus was taking a stroll along the pool of Bethesda. There were so many sick people waiting for the water to be stirred up by an angel. The first person to jump in gets healed. As he walked on, he came across a man who had been sick for 38 long years. And he said to him, "Would you like to be healed?" The man complained that there was no one to help him into the pool when the water is stirred up. But Jesus ignored his complaints and said to him, "Get up, pick up your mat and walk." And the man started walking. He went home praising God. Another story is about Peter's mother-in-law. Jesus had visited Simon Peter's home and found Peter's mother-in-law sick with fever. He touched her hand and the fever left her immediately. Then she got up and served them some meal. Okay, we are taking a look at another story that shows the power of Jesus over diseases, and it is the healing of the paralytic man. To be paralyzed means unable to walk or to move the body. To be paralyzed means what? Unable to walk or to move the body. One day, Jesus was teaching with a lot of crowds surrounding him. Some people brought in a paralyzed man for Jesus to heal, but couldn't get to him. So they went to the roof of the house and made an opening. Then they lowered the man through the opening right down to where Jesus sat. Can you imagine that? Jesus was so overwhelmed with this show of great faith, and he said to the man, "Your sins are forgiven. Get up, pick up your bed and go home." And the man got up and went home rejoicing. Okay, the last story we have for today is about a blind beggar called Bartimaeus. A blind beggar called who? Yes, Bartimaeus. Jesus and his disciple were in Jericho with a large crowd following them. Bartimaeus heard that Jesus was passing by and he cried out, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." The people told him to be quiet, but he shouted even more loudly. Jesus heard him and asked Bartimaeus to be brought before him. Then he asked the blind man, "What would you want me to do for you?" And the blind man replied, "I want to see, Lord. I want to see. I want to receive my sight." Okay. And to this request, Jesus said, "Go, your faith has made you well." At that moment, the blind man received his sight and followed Jesus. He was so happy. Okay, our moral lesson for today is we should develop trust and faith in Jesus in times of sickness. He can heal us just as he healed the people in the stories we just talked about. Okay, it's question time. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Who was blind Bartimaeus? Good. He was a beggar. Peter's mother-in-law was sick with what? Very nice. She was sick with fever. Okay, this is where we draw the curtain on today's lesson. Do not forget your quiz in the quiz section. See you in my next class. Bye.